Hi, I'm Colart Miles and I'm from Velox Innovation and I'm here in Wellington for Spark Lab. Agile's when you don't really know what the recipe is, so you need to try different recipes until the one that works best emerges. And Lean is more about, well, you pretty much know what the recipe is, and it's all about optimizing that, so eliminating as much waste from the process as possible. And you can see that in restaurants, particularly high-end restaurants that have just started up. Sometimes their menu changes quite a bit because they're trying to find the right recipe mix that works well with the clients that they've got. Lean would be more like a fast food joint that has a set of processes and procedures, and they just need to kind of eliminate as much waste from their process. So you go to sort of McDonald's or something like that. So something we see a lot in our coaching circles is businesses that get quite caught up in what's going on. So they get very busy. And often the kind of concept of innovation is a very difficult one to bring into the mix because, well, it's competing with status quo. It's competing with all the stuff that's happening in the business right now. So what we encourage businesses like that to do is to build the capacity to build the capability. So this is the idea of bringing in little small experiments that help them to show better ways of operating in their business, kind of make efficiencies real, that will then create the capacity to try new things and to do things in a different way. So one of my favorite examples of servant leadership, which is the kind of leadership that works best with innovation practices, came from Tony Say at Zappos. The way he says is, a new version of leadership or a much more effective way of being is to be the architect of the greenhouse, is to create an environment. Your job as a leader is to create an environment for all the plants to prosper and to flourish. And and that also means getting rid of toxins, doing the pest control stuff, and you can start to kind of extrapolate. The analogy works really, really well. Servant leadership in the 21st century is all about being the greenhouse keeper. I'm Colart Miles from Velox Innovation, and I'm part of the Spark Lab national tour here in Wellington. Come along, this is something you have to get involved with. It's the tide that's going to lift all the boats for New Zealand.